Alright, so now we're in the other staircase, and we head up to the third floor. This time there's not a smoke detector, but there's for just below. Here, there's some sort of dry hose with these pumps. So yeah, so the second through fourth floors are pretty much all identical to each other. So now we have SLC 2, and this is 2-1. Oh, another thing, you might just be able to see the little sticker in there. All of the internal strobes are 15 candela. They're even on the first floor. There's a room that even has a strobe in it, a bedroom. Actually, it seems like maybe the upper floors don't have as many notification appliances as the first floor. This is 2-7. (2-4). Doesn't say the numbering for the smoke detectors, only the notification appliances. Wait, I could be wrong, but is it only at the ends of the halls where there are the horn strobes on the upper floors by the pole stations? It's 2-3. Wow. So I guess probably it's a lot quieter, the upper floors. By the way, also, when we have safety drills, they pull the alarms in all the three buildings on the courtyard, possibly also Metzger, that mirror image one. At the same time, so we all go out together to the courtyard and sign the fire warden sheet. And we have them twice a semester, one being within the first 2 weeks, and usually one at night, one during the day, so not everyone's there for all of them. That's the roof hatch up there. Very mysterious. It's funny, I'm not someone who, who really remembers that these upper floors exist, because I'm on the first floor. But yeah, there's a smoke detector for the top of the staircase, and it's got a sprinkler. So yeah, so pull stations by each staircase. This is 222. Looks as if even the fire alarm devices are in the same place on each floor as well. (223). (224). Yeah, looks like the only horn strobes are at the end of the halls. Wonder if maybe those are on high volume. Just while we're on the top floor, I'd show you the view. It's a beautiful night out. It's been a very long, cold winter. And that building back there, that's Metzger, the mirror image one I was telling you about. Here's a parking lot, and as you can see, this whole area has been renovated, because that building over there is, it's only 3 years old. That's a best. It's a sort of a luxury dorm. It's special interest, intended for like science and engineering students. This parking lot used to be a whole lot bigger because it was where Best was. Oh, and also maybe in the background, those bright lights you can see, those are from the athletic fields. There's like a soccer field and stuff. Not far from the football stadium, actually. And I don't know where that radio tower is, if you can see it with the blinking red lights. So yeah, so this is the view from the fourth floor. Also, as you may have noticed, this building does not have an elevator. So I'm wondering, they renovated it, it would have had to be before 1990 if that was the case. So may they just have they required to follow ADA restrictions. But obviously the fire alarm system does not go back to day one if it's got true alerts and addressable systems. Oh, and in here you can see there's a little hole in the ceiling. I think the red wires are all for the alarms. This one's 227. And one of only 2 horn strobes on the 4th floor is 221. Full station. Also, apparently, all the ones at this end say fire extinguisher number 2. That means there are 4 number 2 extinguishers in the building. So now we're going to go back down to the 1st floor. There's just a little more we have to see. Truly does not live here. Oh, and actually this is unique. This probably is a heat detector. Hi, Big Brother. As you can see, there's a bit of an intricate network here. Oh, also the dry hose thing. The fire department can link up from out there. So we head into the 1st floor. Alright, so this horn strobe is 19. Well, one thing I wanted to show you was that's the origin of the sprinkler system, the valve room, which this is the laundry room here. But yeah, you can see the pipes coming out from the valve room. And this is the main valve. The thing is, I know the upper floors also have some sort of sprinkler control. You may have seen them in the background from when I was shooting up there. But this is the main valve here. So it looks like the pressure is about like 75 psi or so. Here, there's a data plate. It says static 85 psi, residual 60 psi. I really actually don't know all that much about suppression systems, but there's the main shutoff valve, and that one that is locked up. So yeah, there are the sprinklers. The water's probably been in there for 30 years. Don't know if they would actually have a need to replace it. And there's another extinguisher in case there's a dryer fire. You can see actually where all the vents are on the outside, so you can tell which dryers are in use. You know which is which. So the last one I wanted to show was this, which is lowest number 11, and this here is my room. So I'm just going to take a step inside, and I'm going to show you how in each room there's a smoke detector and a sprinkler. There they are. And if you look up closely, I'm not showing it on camera, but if you look with your naked eye closely, it says do not paint. And here's the evacuation map. So as you can see, it's quite old-fashioned. They show there are the pull stations at each stairwell, but actually in reality there also are pull stations here and here. And also this is an evacuation route. Also the bathrooms are not completely displayed in their correct manner. But they show the fire extinguishers in the right places. So yeah, so it's Mattia, 1st floor. I'm here in room 110. Yeah, so we're, me and my roommate are getting ready to leave. Got a bit of a mess. This is my poster of skyline of New York. So thank you for watching, and I'm going to make more fire alarm videos in the future, not only buildings at Rutgers, but also I'll try to do some public buildings, just like elevator expeditions, and maybe even my own apartment building. But yeah, feel free to subscribe and tell me any suggestions if you think there's room for improvement. Thank you.